Hooray. Okay, let's get another question. Anyone near the back? Anyone near the back? Questions?
Got some up front.
Are they only up front? Oh, you have a question. Of course you do. Here you go.
In the full movie, are we going to see more of Matta in a towel?
That's it, the fans demanded, Matta. Apparently, no.
Let's hear what she has to say.
I have nothing to say to you people. I have nothing to say to you. I was like, don't put this in it. Don't put this in it. It's like, oh, it's okay. We'll just put it on the internet.
Mind you, she gave us permission.
I signed the permission slip.
You did. You signed a release. We can do anything with your footage. Slow motion.
My OTP.
Slow motion.
She can act innocent all she wants. The camera was in your room before you went in the shower.
You should have known, Matta.
It's going to be there when you get out.
That's cosplaying for attention, Matta.
Matta is cosplaying person in towel. Okay, more questions. Oh, there's one back here. I'm going to run back.
As a group, what's been the most interesting convention you've been to based on events or just anything going wrong or the panels or anything?
Well, I don't know. How many cons have we been to? We've been to like 2.
This is number 3 of the 4 that we have planned to go to.
So I would personally say, I guess, Sakura Con? I don't know, it's kind of hard to say because we were at Sakura Con and that was entertaining because there was a blizzard. I don't know if any of you were there, but it was snow and ice everywhere. People slipping and falling and breaking their arms. I remember that happening. It didn't happen to anyone on our crew, luckily, but I think that was fun for the first convention for us all together. It's like, oh, hey, welcome to this con. It's like 2 feet of snow. I don't know, what do you think, Josh?
Well, the cons we've been to have been so different from each other so far. Sakura Con was so small and felt really intimate, and it was more about the cosplayers getting together and hanging out with each other and kind of spending bonding time with each other. But then you go to a convention like Sakura Con, and it's so big, and you can lose your friend just turning around for 2 seconds. So it becomes less of that kind of hanging out and bonding, doing the bro time with your friends, and it's more like just this constant wander, you know? And then you like see your friend, you're like, oh yeah, you're here. And then you wander some more. It's so different. So I was actually looking forward to coming back to a smaller con after Sakura Con so that we can have those times of just kind of being together, and that's what just the chill times. It was fun being at Sakura Con because it's one of the largest conventions in our area, but it's almost too much for me. Like, this is better.
I agree. Alright, more questions back here?
Fun.
I can't really see out of my right side.
Don't hide that hand.
Oh, here, I'll pass it down.
She'll make it to you eventually.
What's your most difficult cosplay that you've ever done?
In life?
In life? Whatever.
I'd like to say that every single costume is the most difficult in its own ways. I mean, I can say there was a costume I did a couple of years ago that had a giant ball gown and giant wings and junk. And that was pretty hardcore. But then you have things like zombie where it's like, I'm green. So the costume itself wasn't hard to make, but it's just every time you wear it, it's at least an hour in the mirror. I've worn it a lot.
I just put the wig on and I'm done.
I hate you. With a passion. Who has the microphone? Lily, answer a question. Come on, Lily.
Come on, Lily. Lily.
I have to agree with Rifa on this. Basically, every costume has its own difficulty depending on what it is. But overall, I have to say it would be this costume.
It looks great.
I bought the fabric like 2 months ago, and I didn't touch it until like a week ago with my grandma. I'm like, oh hey, yeah, we have that costume we have to make for that convention coming up. And then all of yesterday, it was supply shopping! And we went to like 10 stores just to find butterflies.
You'd think they'd be easier to get.
Yeah. Apparently people don't like butterflies. I don't know why.
I hate butterflies. No, I don't.
This one.
Please applaud. That's really difficult. He wove the fabric himself.
No, I couldn't really bring myself to cosplay today because nothing fits anymore. So I'd honestly have to say Kuja. Just solely because of the crotch piece. And just the discomfort that, I don't know, I kind of looked at his character design, I looked at my materials, I was like, alright, locked myself in my room for 2 days, and I don't actually remember how I put everything together. It's actually amazing that it all stayed together as long as it did, because usually my cosplays fall apart like right at the last day of the convention, because I glue gun everything, so anyway, Kuja.
What's your hardest costume, Josh?
None.
No, I think this one, the director costume. Worked really hard on this one.
I've been working
that
so
wig
many
took
years
hours
on this
to style.
one. Years and years.
Okay, another question within my vision. Oh, there's one over here.
Alright, worst cosplay malfunction.
Kuja.
All together.
I'm beginning to see a trend here. It was, I had to bind for it because of all, I'm sure you all know. Anyway, if you don't, no big deal, never mind. And so I had to bind for it, and I did so by deciding, oh, I guess I can bind upwards around my shoulder. No big deal, guys. And so I did that with duct tape, and I went to the con, everything was feeling okay, and then I got to some sort of competition. I think it was the charity event, so we had to stay there in order to like get our stuff that we were trying to bid for. And I was just sitting there, and then suddenly I feel this pain like right here. I was like, maybe I'm hungry. And so I kept sitting there, I was like, no, there it is, again, second rib. And then it was like on the other side, and just like bending over, and then Jenna looks over at me, and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, I don't think so. I think there's some bruising. And she's like, do you want to leave? I was like, no, we're using my credit card for this. I have to stay. So I waited till the end, went to pay with my credit card, and then I was just like, I think I need to go now. So my friend Courtney came and dragged me out of the convention as the name. And I was actually getting really lightheaded for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure it was the pain. Anyway, we were rushing down the stairs and somebody was just like, can I have your photo, Kuja? And I was just like... She's like, what are you doing? And rips me out and takes me back to the hotel. And I take off my binding. There's like bruising everywhere. Things are not where they should be. And then that night I went to the rave at the end.
That's a cautionary tale for all cosplayers. No duct tape.
Oh god, no duct tape.
Never.
Skin off with
Yes.
duct tape.
I'm trying to think of any that have happened to me that are significant. Oh yeah, Matta's was the towel. That doesn't count. Shush. I don't know. I feel like every costume I have has some sort of malfunction. Like actually, just like an hour ago, I like went to get a picture. I pulled my sword out and my belt just fell. And I was like, really great. And I went to pick it up and then one of these thingies ripped off. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Okay, that's just not fair. What was the question? Okay, Lily, I have to share now. My costume just malfunctioned while answering a question about malfunctions. You have to answer.
Well, basically, you saw one of my biggest ones, which was my Miku wig. It was not exactly just tangled. I soon found out after convention that because I store my wigs in plastic bags in a drawer in my room, during the winter when my heater is on, it melted the tangle together. Fun! But yeah, I think most of my problems have been wigs. Wigs are my biggest problem.
Alright, more questions?
I'll get you, Selena.
Okay, I was wondering, how, like, you guys all have, like, a few or a lot of cosplays. I was wondering, how do you choose your favorite ones?
Good job. That's my favorite.